Nah, this ain't nonsense, this is nonfiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, your entertainment.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Nonpfixion back at you one more time with an unboxing. Or better yet, it's not really a box, it's an envelope. But this is something that I already know what it is because I started to open it. And the reason why I didn't do an unboxing when I first originally got it, that's when all the construction stuff kind of started happening. So I ended up moving stuff around and it got misplaced. And then life happened and I just wasn't able to do it. But we're going to get to it right now. Like I said, it's already open, but I want to share with you guys because I want to talk about it in this video. So, it's in an envelope. And just like I showed you guys a while back with another comic, there are a few different comics I supported on either Indiegogo or or other sites like Indiegogo, and this is the second one that I actually got a physical copy of, and it's called the Outrider. Now, the Outrider is written by Mark Anthony Brown. I actually ran across him on Instagram. Ran across him on Instagram after I follow a bunch of different cosplayers and artists and comic artists, but also writers. And the reason how I found his book was one of the cosplayers I found. He cosplayed a character from a different comic. That person had found another person. So I was clicking around and searching and trying to find other people to check out and just get more inspiration from because I have ideas myself. And I ran across Mark Anthony Brown. So with that being said, let's give you just a glimpse into the book. So this is the book. It's called The Outrider. This is issue number 1, and it's brought to us by Stryde Comics, who are also on Instagram. What I'll do is I'll leave a link for Stryde Comics as well as for Mark Anthony Brown. Then I'm going to give you a look into the comic itself. Nice thick pages. And here are all the people that are the backers of the book itself. Trying to see. Did I put my name in here or did I put Nonpfixion? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I put my regular name in here. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Well, as you can see with the different pages, it's really nice, clean art. Reminds you of some animes, with the styling, but actually looks really good. So as you see at the top, written by Mark Anthony Brown, editor Thomas Retsky, and it shows you the artists and what pages they did and what pages they took care of. Oh yeah, I like the colors. That's one thing you can appreciate about different comics is the way they approach their own art and how they look. The final colors, the final product looks really good. So as you can see, this is our main character. This is our main character right here, the main protagonist of the story. So like I said, I'm just gonna give you kind of like a little rundown through the pages. I like to kind of give you guys a look so you can kind of look, and I don't mind doing this. I actually honestly like doing this because I know I'm not the only person that reads comics. Oh, that's the final page. Oh, I know I'm not the only person that likes to read comics, and I know I'm the only person that's interested in comics, comic book stories, or animes, or mangas, or whatever you want to call it. So, just to give you kind of a roundabout, look into the comic itself. This is also on the Instagram page, and I seen this before I believe it was before I jumped on board with Indiegogo, and this is give you information about the book, the comic book, and the characters itself. It says Stryde Comics is proud to present their next book campaign, The Outrider. The series follows Marcel Lozano, a 19-year-old college student attending the fictitious Alden State University. Marcel is the first superhuman in existence, which I thought was pretty. I thought that angle was pretty cool. And with that, he is continuously faced at a crossroads deciding what type of person he wants to be. This series aims to show the reality of being a student in a university setting, tackling themes and situations many college students face. Now, it's being someone who has went through college, and even though my parents were always in the background because they weren't living with me or in the same city as I was or same part of the state I was, but knowing that I went through things that they'll never know about, that I'll never tell them about, but things I went through, it made me kind of look at this comic in a different point of view. Where it's like I'm curious to see how they approach different topics if they go those routes, and how they're going to take it. Now, as you can see, there's a woman in the picture. It says alongside Marcel is his best friend Andrea, a fellow undergrad at ASU. She carries her own baggage as the granddaughter of an ex-assassin, which I think is a cool addition as well. Years of training and situations have left Andy physically and mentally scarred, leading to her new aspiration to make college memories, sometimes being an opposing force to Marcel's enthusiasm for superheroics. So it feels like it's one of those situations where he wants to be a hero, but still not sure how to really go about doing things, especially being a hero of color. And I like how I know this comic book because I've read about it in different notes on Stryde Comics and also on his Instagram page of how they're going to approach different topics that he will have to deal with being a person of color, a hero of color, and also being the first superhero, and that just happened to be the first superhero who happens to be of color. I think that's a great point of view to go to. That's something new to me. You don't see that. Like that story hasn't out to me. That story hasn't come about yet. Yes, there's been your first characters, but it's different when it's a kid who is of color, first superhero in existence, and he's he's a 19-year-old college kid. Like it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts behind it are pretty freaking dope. Another reason when I found it and I was like, I want to do a video for it, but I wanted to wait because I know that they were going to have an issue 2. I remember reading about that in the first campaign, and issue 2 has just kind of released, and we're going to go like this. So issue 2 is now live. It's actually live right now on Indiegogo. They just dropped it about 9 days ago, October 1st. It's running to December 1st, 2021. Outrider 2, Charlatans is the name of the book. They have 3 different tiers. Where I think every tier you get the physical copy. For the most part, each tier you get the physical copy. The second and third tier you get some added bonuses, which are awesome. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there was kind of was there any information as far as to say this issue follows Marcel and Andy as they investigate a series of Wendigo sightings that have sprung up on campus. Along the way, they will begin to see the truth that lies beneath the surface of Horizon Bay and the bloody hands that laid the foundation. Okay, I'm not gonna read anymore, but just like that. So I'll put a link in the description for his Instagram because I know you can probably get access to the first comic through his Instagram or the Stryde Comics Instagram. But I'll put a link in the description for both of those. I'll put a link for the Indiegogo as well if you're interested in even, trying to help this young comic writer grow and build his own empire. I know we all like and love DC Comics and the Marvel Comics, but it's something I think of that's pretty dope about out there that people who are trying to create their own universe, their own worlds. And there are several other comics that I'm going to talk about in future videos. Trust me, there's more I'm going to talk about. Also, just want to give you information about him. This is just saying, if you're new to the Outrider University, he said he wants to introduce himself. His name is Mark Anthony Brown. He's a creative writing major at Ohio University who spends his free time self-publishing comics. This is his second ever Indiegogo campaign, and the love and support he received over the past year was astronomical, which was it got sold really quick. Like the numbers, it picked up numbers really fast, and that's because reading about the comic and reading about his passion for the comic really sold the comic. It said this Outrider universe is much more than just another superhero comic book. It is, at its heart, a story about finding oneself as a young adult in college. The goal is to portray a realistic depiction of what college truly is in the modern world. And then, of course, any support that he receives is much appreciated. And he really wants to get as many people to come along in this journey. And as you saw or as you heard, it's really a coming of age story for this young man, or actually Andy too, because they're both young in the story. So I think that idea in general is just a dope idea. And if, like I said, if you're looking for a comic or just a artist or a person that you want to believe in, a writer, any kind of project you want to get behind and help it grow, or actually just read about it and watch it grow, just purchase the books. They're not really expensive. I believe the first year was only $10 and you get the physical copy. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here. I hope those who are watching this, you're not just new. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We will be doing many more things about this. I will also be coming back in a short time after reading and giving my full review of the first comic. But like I said, I wanted to support artists and comic book artists, and I've chosen mostly people of color as far as the different stories. It's because those stories need to get out there. And you guys know I'm a big lover of all things comics. I love the Marvel universe. I love the DC universe. You know what I'm saying? But I want to support others as well. That's always been my thing, is support others, help others grow, regardless of how it affects me as a whole. So it's not about me. It's about seeing other people's dreams come true. And just happy to be able to have a platform where I can talk about it. And even though I'm on a small platform, it is growing, but it's a platform nonetheless. And regardless of where it is, I want to talk about it if I believe in it. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. Don't forget, Outrider 1 is out now. Outrider 2 is on Indiegogo, Stryde Comics. Mark Anthony Brown, please check them out if you want to. Like I said, I'll leave a bunch of links in the description, just so you guys have an easy way to get a hold of them. Even ask questions to the writer and the comic book, organization company that's helped put it out there. So appreciate you. I love you. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is Nonpfixion. I appreciate you. I love you. Remember, I want to say, remember to always spread love, not hate. You know what I'm saying? Spread love, not hate. Help somebody, not just yourself. Be a part of the bigger picture, not just your box. Get out your box and do something different. Don't be afraid to step out of the circle of friends and be different. I know this is so left field, but I just want people to try and do other things. Don't get out, do something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. Just like the song. I appreciate you. I love you. We out, y'all. I know. I know.